before the cross, before the crown of thorns, before Jesus ever walked the dusty roads of Galilee. God had already begun a story of redemption, long before it was seen. The Old Testament isn't just ancient history, it's a divine preview, God revealing that He was coming to rescue His creation. It started in Eden. When Adam and Eve fell, God didn't abandon them, He clothed them. Blood was shed for the first time, a quiet prophecy that sin's covering would always cost a life. And in that moment, He promised, "The seed of the woman will crush the serpent's head." That was the first whisper of the gospel. Then came Noah. The world was drowning in wickedness, but God saved a family through an ark, a wooden vessel that bore the weight of judgment. Sound familiar? Another wooden vessel would one day bear the weight of sin, on a hill called Calvary. To Abraham, God gave a promise, that through his offspring, all nations would be blessed. And on Mount Moriah, when Abraham lifted the knife to sacrifice Isaac, a ram caught in the thicket became the substitute. That ram was a sign of a greater substitute who would come and die in our place. In Egypt, during Passover, God told His people to mark their doors with the blood of a lamb. And when the angel of death saw the blood, he passed over them. The same truth still stands today. When God sees the blood of His Son covering your life, death passes over you too. In the wilderness, the Israelites were bitten by fiery serpents. But God told Moses to lift up a bronze serpent, and whoever looked at it lived. Centuries later, Jesus said, "As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so must the Son of Man be lifted up." Every story, every symbol, every sacrifice pointed to Him. From Genesis to Malachi, the Old Testament is not a different story. It's the same story unfolding, leading us to a manger, to a cross, and to an empty tomb. Why does it still matter today? Because God's redemptive plan is proof that He never changes. The same God who redeemed Israel from Egypt can redeem you from whatever holds you captive. The same blood that covered the doorposts covers your heart when you surrender to Him. The story of redemption has always been God's story, and He's still writing it in the hearts of those who believe.